We're back and we've got an announcement to make. Is it your race schedule for 2024?
Nope.
No? Okay. We are finally ready to take on clients for our coaching company, Passion Project. And we're looking for athletes for the 2024 season. If you've just finished your season and looking to get back into racing for next year and want a coach to help maybe make some improvements or see a big jump in performance.
And just have a solid coaching plan. I mean, I think that's what I think that we can deliver. More specifically, Sean.
Why did we choose the name Passion Project?
I feel like I was the one to come up with it.
Why did you
But I'm
choose?
not sure if you'll
Why
think
did
that
you
you
choose
did.
Passion Project?
Well,
You didn't. I came up with it, but you liked it and you agreed that was the name.
Oh, so I would always joke when Sean's stressed about the work that he used to do in his corporate job. I guess, can you call it corporate job?
Yeah.
Yeah. Because I was always like, you know, he would spend hours in his own time filming and editing videos on the weekend and like produce a beautiful video that was like a legit car commercial that no one would ever see via me. And like same with coaching.
You're
like
overselling that a little bit.
no, I think, you know, and anyone else would. I think we need to put that video out anyway.
Maybe we'll put it at the end.
Oh my God, yes.
We'll put it at the end, let people determine what they think.
Yeah, tell us, tell him what you think. Yeah, you were coaching me through no financial reward. Like it's something that you just enjoyed doing.
I just love doing, yeah.
And you wanted to help and like you enjoyed because I was like trusted you and totally like gave the reins that and was committed and driven. I would always joke to you that you need to quit your job and do what you're passionate about. Maybe you made up the name Passion Project. But that's really what this whole thing of Passion Project has been about.
I mean, Passion Project is a common term. It's something...
Which apparently my mum has never heard of. She thought about the passion flower or passion fruit. I'm like...
the typical, I think, definition is something you do for love, not for money or something like that. It's like, it's the thing you really want to do, the thing that gets you up in the morning and is like, this is what I want to do today. It gives you energy. You're passionate about it. It doesn't feel like work. And like you said, when I was working my corporate job, I would get up and I know I would drag my feet sometimes.
I noticed the difference on like with your emotion, like Sunday afternoon rolls around and it's like Monday's looming and you
Monday's
change.
Around the corner, yeah. Coaching, it never felt that way. It always felt like something I really wanted to do, really enjoyed doing. I would never procrastinate around coaching. So this is the direction that feels right. And feels
it's how
like,
I feel about triathlon.
And it's the way
like,
you feel about racing and training and performing.
I've always said, like, I am just so lucky that I get to do my hobby as my career. And like, when it feels like a job for me, then I'm done. And I've always said that. I would see him at work and think, I wish he got, you know, what I feel every day, which is I get up and I'm like, yeah, I might be tired or whatever, but you're like, yeah, I'm ready. I'm excited. It's something I generally feel is like my purpose and I'm passionate about.
A lot of the questions around who am I, why would I be coaching, why do I want to coach, need to be answered.
Okay, answer.
I don't know how many people are familiar with my background. I was a collegiate runner, professional runner, then professional triathlete.
Sub 4 minute miler, if anyone.
Sub 4 minute miler, NCAA champion, 2-time Big Ten champions. Did a lot of racing on the running side through college and then professionally with Nike for a couple of years before switching over to triathlon. I first started coaching when I was making the change between running and triathlon. I coached at the high school level. I started coaching cross country and track. The whole process of it was really fun and exciting. And I think that's kind of where my passion for coaching started. I fast forward into, I became a professional triathlete. I was racing on the ITU circuit. And I've had a few athletes ask for help with their run since they knew I was from a running background. I coached a Chilean athlete to the Olympic Games in 2012.
I mean, why did you start coaching me?
We started working together after you left a previous coach because you felt like you were being overtrained or you were kind of overtrained.
I'd just get in one hole and then next hole and in between have these like superhero workouts.
Like, I don't even know if you were looking for a new coach at the time, but you were going to swim with the group we were swimming with.
Yeah.
Had a bike coach, and then I filled a void for running kind of before you were sussing out what you're going to do.
But you kind of just like offered and assumed that role, right?
Yeah, we were training together, and I offered to come in and just help your running. One, I would run with you, and if I pulled a calf and couldn't run, which was very often, I would just show up to the track or
put cones out on the field.
Put cones out and just structure your running, and then took over coaching your running that year. So we worked together for 6 months leading up to the World Championships in Mooloolaba.
God, how many minutes did I knock off my...
I think you were like a 124, 25.
I'd say, yeah, 25.
125, 126. And then I think you ran 121 to win the World Championships in Mooloolaba, which is what made the difference for winning the world title. Yeah, and that's the stuff that I really love about coaching, is working with athletes that are super motivated, need or want like the help, like need to figure out how to make improvements and work with someone to actually make those improvements. And then seeing the results at the end, whether they, get a PR or win a world title, like that's just extremely rewarding for me as a coach, and something I want to be doing moving forward as a career.
How would you describe your coaching style?
I think I'm more of a collaborative coach. Like, we work together to find out, one, what worked best for you in the past, what you feel like is helping you. And then we make those decisions together on like the best way forward. What do you think is my strength as a coach?
I would say you're very level-headed. And as an athlete, it's hard because you think you always know best of what's best for you, because you have like no perspective. Like, you just lose perspective when it comes to yourself, that, when things are going well, you want to go hard. Whereas like Sean is always zoomed out, big picture. Like running, you saw it was just
clear.
Like so clear. Like every week it was like just a tiny little progression each time. And then, fast forward in the whole season, you're like, oh my God, I can't believe I got from there to there.
The longer you can stay healthy and just keep progressing, the better of an athlete you're going to be over time. So it's more of that long-term picture. Where can we get you by the end of this year, and then the end of 2 years and 3 years?
Yeah. And that's why I wanted Sean to take over everything, because like the most confident I was in my run for the last how many years. Should we talk about how I would be involved? I wanted to start more of the community side. Sean was always the coaching side of having a community of racing, having that you can do like pre-race stuff, get-togethers. Like, I used to post out being like, anyone in transition, give me a hug in the morning before a race. And I enjoyed the good juju of it all. So like, that's the stuff that I'm like excited to bring. Really early in my professional career, I used to turn up to races. I'd be the one like acting like an idiot in transition, bopping around, like being fun with the people I knew. But then I would see everyone else who like looked stressed, looked like they were going to throw up, like I just can't wait for this to be over. And I remember thinking like, I never want to look like this. There's sometimes that the stress does get to me, and like that's why the people around me really help. And that's another reason why I want to have a group, for not just for me but for other people, to then have that sense of just like bringing that fun into a race. And because like the more relaxed you are and the more open you are, I think you just like leads to a better race and a more fun experience than like, why am I doing this? Having
people you care about and care about you at a race makes it so much more enjoyable. And you get to celebrate no matter what happens. You get to share in the experiences with others that have gone through the same thing you did. So that's something where we definitely want to be building over the next couple of years and be part of our coaching company.
Yeah.
How can people find out more information about Passion Project coaching? Where should they go?
Well, I believe you've made a website. So Sean, I rely on Sean for any stuff like that. I don't get websites or anything, so that's all Sean.
So you can find out more information about our coaching at passionprojecttriathlon.com. We have coaching options there. Find us out on the website. You can email me. My email is there, Sean@passionprojecttriathlon.com.
You have a Passion
Got
Project
an email.
Do
Ask. Yeah, I think Holly, but you probably don't know how to sign into it.
No.
But so email me. There's also a information box. You can send us an email straight from the website. But ask any questions you have about training, about how we work, about what to expect, pricing, anything like that. Just feel free to reach out. And then if you wanted to get started, we'll do an initial call with you and talk about your goals, what races you're doing, where you feel like you need the most help, and then kind of start a plan from there. Maybe we should talk a little bit about like training and plans and how we create or structure a plan for somebody. Each plan is written specifically for each athlete. There's no generic training plan. There's no like, I give you 6 months and check in with you once a week.
Yeah.
It's a weekly plan updated every week. We have a check-in each week to talk about how the workouts and training went, how you're feeling, what you're doing, where things worked smoothly, where things may not have worked for you, and how we can adjust that on a weekly basis. It also gives us a weekly check-in just to ask questions.
Well, I just feel like communication is obviously like a big part of coaching, and like, you know, having a weekly call helps with that. And you're not a robot. You can't just be like set a week and just like, you know, like things need to be adapted and stuff. And I feel like that's where you're really good at, and like having it, you know, it's something that develops over time. So
that's the gist of how we work. And if you have any other questions, just, feel free to reach out. And we're excited for the 2024 season. I think it's going to be a lot of fun.
Yeah.
And we really think we can help a lot of people with what we provide.
Yeah. And start a community, which I'm really
the community will be super fun.
About.
Thanks for watching, and feel free to reach out to me, Holly, if you have any questions. And we look forward to connecting with some of you and maybe working with you in the future.
Yeah.
All right.
Now rate this video.
Rate this video. Give me a thumbs up if you like the end of the video car commercial.